Bronwyn from ClickSafe Online.
And I'm Kyle from ClickSafe Online, and welcome to our channel.
Today's question is...
how is cyberbullying different from regular bullying?
Now this is a great question, and cyberbullying is something we speak about very often, and I cover it quite deeply in my book, How to Keep Children Safer Online. Firstly, I want to say that any form of bullying or abuse of power is completely unacceptable. But what we do find is that cyberbullying has quite a different impact on the victims than physical bullying does. And we're going to discuss those impacts in this video. In just 1 second, so don't go away.
Welcome to ClickSafe Online.
The definition of cyberbullying is that it is the use of electronic communication to bully a person, typically by sending messages of an intimidating or threatening nature. It could be done by posting one or more pictures, digital media, but basically the aim of cyberbullying is to harm somebody, either their reputation or their self-worth. How is cyberbullying different to bullying in the real world? So Kyle, what's your thoughts on this?
The way
question?
I see it is with physical bullying, you can just run away most of the time, and like cyberbullying, you can't because it's on the internet.
And very often it's embarrassing, it's distressing. It sometimes can be used for blackmail. And children who are bullied are at a very high risk for depression, anxiety, sleep difficulties. They start performing far less academically, and they could even turn to self-harm. And that is a scary thing. But today in particular, we're looking at the differences between cyberbullying and in the real world bullying. So Kyle, what do you have to say on this subject?
I haven't cyberbullied, but I have seen it. I was added to a group chat that was made to talk behind someone's back and talk negatively about them. And then I told my mom. I was very young at the time, so it was like the age where you tell your
And
mom.
you thought it was funny?
A little bit, yeah. Because I told my mom, she made me like tell everyone to stop the group, end the group, and like leave the group and don't do that again.
I said if you didn't, I would.
Yeah, I'd much rather me do that.
Yeah.
Much rather me do that.
Kyle, let's pretend you got bullied by somebody that you know, to the point where you've been harmed and we need to go to the police. You can actually give them a name. Cyberbullying very often is done anonymously, or it's done by people who have created fake profiles on social networks, and they use those false profiles to cyberbully their victims. So that's a really important difference between the two. Another one is cyberbullying can happen anywhere in the world. Bully and the victim have to be closer. They've got a much closer proximity. Also, how many people see that bullying? Just those that are around see the bullying. And once it's done, it's done. If somebody films it and decides to share it, that is cyberbullying. So cyberbullying, whether it starts online or starts offline and then goes to online, is incredibly difficult for us to manage, because it can go from one platform to the next platform to the next very quickly. Somebody being bullied on Instagram, I think that's hilarious, and I send it to somebody else via WhatsApp. And they think, oh, that's so funny, I'm going to post it on TikTok. Before you know it, it has hopped from one network to the next. And you can comment on these things. And very often those comments are even more cruel than what is depicted in the image or the video. And kids are social beings. They also want to fit in. So if I'm shown a bullying post and somebody's being bullied, and my friend goes, don't you think that's funny? Look at my comments, I said X, Y, Z. I'm going to feel pressured to also say something. So sometimes children that would never normally bully others are drawn into cyberbullying because everybody's doing it, and it's just a joke, you know. It's just for fun. If you're bullied in the real world and you go home with a black eye, can your bully convince me, your mom, that it was a joke?
Or an accident maybe, but not a joke.
We need to understand is the harm done to our children when they are cyberbullied. Just because we cannot see the bruises and the scratches or scrapes physically, we mustn't underestimate how deeply it harms our children. And I want to leave you with one final point. Bullying can start and end anywhere. Decide to go from cyber world back into real world. And that often plays out when the child has been cyberbullied and a lot of their friends in their school participated in the cyberbullying. Then the next day, you have to go back to school and there's your bullies, and they're still like in this mob mentality because we were all doing it. It is very easy for that then to turn into physical bullying again. Don't even start the bullying. We believe, as Carl and myself and ClickSafe Online, that the best way to combat crime or online crime, especially against children, is through education and awareness. So in order for our videos to reach more people, we really need you to like, comment, subscribe, and share. So we'd be truly grateful if you would do so. And please come back again. We will have lots more content in our channel coming soon. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
ClickSafe Online.